Alright, what is going on YouTube? Today I'm bringing you another tip video. This time it's a tip video on how solo players can reach 650 power effectively and quickly. The tips aren't going to vary too much from my previous power leveling video, but Bungie has introduced a couple of updates that have streamlined the process a little bit. So if you're still struggling to reach 650 power, check these out. They might help a little bit. So the first tip is pretty simple, and that's to grind prime engrams. For players that are under 600 power, this will be the quickest way to gain power level. Prime engrams can be found commonly by killing the bosses in lost sectors, bosses in public events, and by killing high value targets. Lost sectors are pretty easy to farm, especially in the EDZ, though you can find one on any planet that works best for you and farm that one. Prime engrams can also be found pretty frequently in Gambit if you'd rather do that. Bungie has made it so players that are under 600 power will find more of these engrams, and they will also gain more power from them. Though after you reach 600 power, prime engrams are still a valid way to reach 650, though they will drop less frequently than they did before. Second tip. All powerful gear rewards in the Dreaming City have the chance to drop at a higher level than any other activity in the system. So you want to make sure that you do the Ascendant Challenge, the weekly story mission, Blindwell Tier 3, and Petra's other weekly bounty each week. You can either do all of that before you do the other challenges across the system and daily challenges, or you can wait to do the Dreaming City content last to maximize your power increase. And then after you do that, if you're 610 to 620, make sure you complete everything you can for Black Armory. At this point, you should definitely be able to complete the forges more often than not. The weapons you get from Maida's frames drop at insane power levels. So to kind of summarize that a little bit, make sure you complete everything in the Dreaming City and the Black Army that you can each week. That's the most important stuff. If you need any help with that, just let me know. My Twitter is in the description below. You can hit me up there or on the Xbox. My gamer tag is exactly the same as my channel name. I would love to help, and I pretty much play solo myself, so I can kind of help whenever. Feel free to reach out. I really don't mind. I wish tip 3 didn't have to be a tip, but unfortunately it is. And since enhancement cores are still pretty scarce, I would only recommend infusing your gear if you're getting a 5+ power increase. Any lower than that, and you're just kind of wasting cores unless you're about 645 and above. At that point, you kind of have to. The game's going to read your light level from your inventory as well, so just keep any gear that's high level but has trash perks that you don't want to keep in the long run. That way, you're going to save your cores and you can still get better drops. It's not going to help you if you want a certain level to do some activities, and at that point you're just going to have to bite the bullet and wear the gear for a little bit, even if you dismantle it, later in a day or an hour later. Though freely infused gear, if the only cost is Glimmer is pretty easy to farm and come by, and it's literally the best way to infuse stuff at this point if you can. I wish Bungie would take out cores for infusing. I don't mind the cores for masterworking. I feel like that's what they should be kind of only for, or that I wish they would make it so upon completion all bounties would reward 1 to 3 cores depending on the difficulty of the bounty. I think that would be a pretty nice balance for what they have right now, which is kind of trashy if you ask me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, if you made it this far, and again, feel free to reach out to me if you need help with anything. Again, I'd be glad to help. If you like this video, feel free to check out some of my other ones. Happy New Year, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.